Hi, I'm Erin Conover Murray. Welcome to Erin's Design with Wine. Today, I am in the powder room of my neighbor, my friend, and my client, Liz Moore. We knocked it out of the park with this design. I'm so excited to tell you all of the tips and tricks that I used in this very small powder room to make it feel large, gorgeous, dramatic, and actually invigorating. Liz and I had so much fun designing this bathroom. So my selection day with Liz started with wallpaper. We looked at probably 100 different wallpapers and she narrowed it down to I think 2 or 3. We made a few different mood boards and in the end she decided on this dragon, which thrilled me because we had so many different colors we could work off of. And I've always seen Liz in this really beautiful magenta color or this fuchsia color, and so I knew that that was the right wallpaper and the right design scheme to go forward with. I love starting with the wallpaper. It gives the bathroom a lot of personality. Then we added this beautiful custom cabinet made by local craftsman Lane Bull. This was exciting because originally Liz had a pedestal sink and she had nowhere to put any toilet paper, toothbrush, band-aids for the grandkids. So now she has great storage. So that's fantastic. We also made it a little bit bigger and a little bit deeper than the standard bathroom vanity because it was custom. We grabbed every little bit of storage that we could. And then because it is the powder room and we can have some fun, we did a wall mount faucet. Wall mount faucets are really fun in a powder room because it's not a primary bathroom where you might want one handle or want something a little bit more simple. So I love the fact that we were able to push the design limit with the plumbing and add something with a little bit of extra height. That leads me to my other tip or trick. We were confined with the powder room space limit, but we were not confined with the height. They have 9-foot ceilings. So I knew that that was where I would grab extra space. And so we started with the backsplash. The backsplash arches up. You have this gorgeous wall-mounted faucet. And then we designed this very tall, very skinny mirror. And it goes up almost to 9 feet. It just feels commanding when you walk in. We flanked those with the sconces. These sconces have some beautiful lucite on them, and that adds a little bit more length, and I just think it's gorgeous to be magnified with some brilliance and some color. The other thing that we did was we added a beautiful marble countertop. That gives us just a little bit of movement because we've got a really bold pattern on the wallpaper and we've got a bold cabinet. We didn't want the vanity to be completely plain. So Liz and I went to a marble slab yard and found some remnants of marble. This vanity in Twilight Magenta from Benjamin Moore, we paired it with these gorgeous Amarok knobs. And again, those relate to the sconces. We've got a little bit of lucite on the sconces and a little bit of lucite on the hardware. Just a little bit of glamour there, not any more busyness, not any more metal. And that was the other reason why we decided to have the mirror custom made, was because we did not want a frame on the mirror. Liz and I discussed a gold frame. We discussed a frame made by the cabinet maker in the magenta, and eventually we ended up going with a simple frameless mirror because that would keep this bathroom classic, timeless, but still dramatic, vibrant, and energetic. I was a little bit nervous about working with you because you're my neighbor and my friend, and I didn't know if I could live up to the style of Liz, but it worked out beautifully. We worked very well together, and I'm just honored that I was invited to be part of her design experience. So thank you, Liz.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
I knew that you would be a little bit edgy. You had mentioned you liked wallpaper. So when we started to look at the wallpaper, why did the dragons appeal to you?
You know, I didn't expect to pick dragons. I thought I was going to get flowers and like a lot of bold colors. And then when I saw the dragons, I just said, that's it.
Liz is very energetic, very vibrant. So that vanity is her color. I mean, I know that's a little weird that I see people in color.
Yeah, that's my color.
It's your color.
For sure. I like a lot of color, and I have to restrain myself actually from going overboard.
You're very adventurous.
I am.
There's one other client that I've worked with that is as adventurous as you. So that's rare. That's really rare. You can see what a big payoff it is when you're adventurous. Why was it important for you to have a powder room that you're proud of?
Well, first of all, I always feel that powder rooms are an afterthought. You know, I don't really feel that many of them are decorated. And when you have guests over, eventually everybody's going to go in there.
Yes.
So I wanted something that made a statement and kind of let people know who we are.
So during our project, you had a little health situation. I was just brokenhearted about it, and especially after we spent the day together and I got to know you so well and know your family's history, and you really turned that into a positive. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your mindset?
Well, I had a cancer recurrence after 24 years, and I decided I wasn't going to let cancer have one more day. I just keep on going, and then I make time for my appointments and everything, but I still continue to make plans. After all of these years of having cancer in our lives, I just decided I'm not giving it even another moment.
I was so inspired by that because when Liz told me the bad news, I immediately called the contractor and I said, I think we need to put the project on hold. And I called Liz and I said, we can put the project on hold. There's no reason to keep going. And she said, absolutely not. I will not stop. This is what is keeping me going. I was just excited that we were part of that.
Yeah, it was something to look forward to, and people coming in the house to chat.
Yeah,
I love the guys who did the work.
They're such good guys.
They are, and you kind of miss them. All of a sudden, it's quiet without those guys.
Yeah, that's why every time that I would talk with Liz or get to work with Liz on the bathroom, I had a different perspective in my life, and I felt better about my life and myself. You're just inspiring.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And I'm glad that you're healthy.
I am. Hopefully it's all in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
It was important for me to keep going forward with the design and the project during my cancer battle because I knew that I was going to be planning for the future. I was going to be entertaining. We always just keep planning for the next thing. We don't stop. Before the remodel, I just felt like my powder room was an afterthought. It was boring. It was nondescript, just basically functional and really nothing special. I actually have 3 favorite design features. I just couldn't come up with one feature in my bathroom that I like. Of course, I like the cabinet because nobody's going to have anything like that, and it's perfect color for me. I love the wall sconces. I love the lucite sticks coming down. And another thing that I love is the faucets, the way they look. I love the material they're made out of and that they're coming out of the backsplash because it reminds me of a hotel that we stayed in Paris. It's like the only thing I'm not, crazy about is the toilet.
Right.
What can you do with that? The unexpected benefit of my powder room is that I can keep all of this toilet paper in a drawer. I knew I lacked storage, but I didn't really think about specifically what I was going to keep. I can keep Band-Aids that my grandchildren can reach, and I can keep my makeup there. There are only 2 drawers, but I can keep a lot of stuff in there. I would describe my new powder room as being a little quirky and unusual, very colorful and happy. That's 4 words. Working with Erin is a lot of fun, and I knew when I saw her walking her dogs down the street and I got to know her and then went to the chili cook-off in the neighborhood, I came home and I said to my daughter, she's the one I want to help me update the house. I can tell she's going to be fun, she's going to be creative just by her personality, and she was very fun and easy to work with.
So Liz has inspired me every step of the way during this design experience. And I hope you will take a lesson from Liz. Plan on the future, plan on color, plan on having fun in any room in your house, even if it's your powder room. Cheers to being happier at home.
It was important for me to keep going forward with the design and the project during my cancer battle because I knew that I was going to be planning for the future. I was going to be entertaining. We always just keep planning for the next thing. We don't stop.